If you're looking for headline reports telling you what happened or what they did or what really went on after the eclipse or during and all that shit, you ain't gonna find fucking nothing. I bet you think the vaccine works as planned, don't you? I mean, it does work as planned, but I bet you think that it was just the best, tippy-toppy, safest thing ever. That's why you got 3 of them, didn't you? That's not the point. The point is, you're not seeing the bigger picture. You can think that you are, but you're not. You're not because you don't understand the significance of the eclipse. Some people think it's the rapture. Some people think it's going to be whenever they activate the sleeper cells here in America. Some people think it's going to be nothing whatsoever. Nothing could happen at all. None of that stuff. Everybody likes to think. That's all this is thoughts. That's all I can vocalize. I can't hold out my hand and make a light appear above it on whim. I can't do that. And if you want a miracle, you need to talk to God. Funny I say that sitting on the steps of a cathedral. This ain't a church, this is a fucking cathedral. But anyway, there's a saying that it's lost on the tip of my tongue. I will say this: never ask a blind man what color his shoelaces are. I will say that. Which I know that that's some bullshit for the rest of you to just sort of soak up or not. But if you're one of those guys that likes to sit there and pick shit apart however much you can, you are terrified of the truth. And the truth is your world is ran by pedophiles and vermin, and they want you replaced with more easily controllable people. They're going to fire up CERN during the eclipse. That's today. As I'm recording this, it's today. We got a few hours till it starts. And I don't imagine they didn't move the National Guard around for nothing. That's right, where I live we burn rich and we burn diesel. So I haven't smelled some good exhaust burn off a little bit. That wasn't bad. But yeah. Point is you're not going to see what they don't want you to see. They don't want you to see what's really happening. You won't fucking see it. That's why they're banning TikTok, or why they want to, why they've tried to. Why they've tried to shut you up online. Well, maybe not you. You seem to toe the line pretty well. That's why they keep trying to silence people, quiet them. Just don't talk about that. That'll get you demonetized, or that'll get you banned, or that'll get you a stint in Facebook jail. Or your one comment out of 3 total that you type more than a couple sentences. That one's bad. You can't do that. You're fishing for stuff. Never mind the death threats in the comments down there below that, all the heinous bullshit that people say. You toe the line so well they wouldn't silence you if they could duct tape your mouth closed and they wouldn't silence you. Because you toe the line. You can say what you want. This isn't just for you, by the way. This is for everybody in the comments on that video. I just made a fucking video. I stitched some shit, made a comment on something that was up my alley, and apparently it struck a chord with a shitload of people. I haven't even seen how many views or likes or comments or anything that thing has. I haven't bothered. Because who wants that much attention all at once? I could never be a celebrity. I'd hate it. I don't see how my uncle does it. I don't see how he can stomach it after all the time he spent being one. But that is for him to feel, not for me. If he ever comes back to town and actually visits his relatives that he doesn't know he has, or he might know, he might theorize it, who knows. Then I'll ask him then, and I'll make sure I record it too. You won't get to see him, but you might get to hear his voice. We'll see if this is that timeline. I doubt it. I don't even think he knows we exist anymore. But no, for all you little negative NPC hate mongers out there, I bet you hate the sound of freedom, don't you? You really hate that shit, don't you? It's alright. It's okay. I'll tell you something that I was told, was whispered in my ear as I awoke from a dream. Not by any physical person, I know, because I looked, and I lived in the house by myself. So, but it was whispered in my dream that it doesn't matter who you are, where you go, or how far away that you think that you are, you can't escape God's love. God's love will always find you. You don't have to believe in God for God to believe in you. You don't have to believe anything. You don't have to believe a word. That's fine. Something will come along at some point, if not this lifetime, then the next, that will wake you up like an alarm bell and from a deep sleep. That will wake you up to what's really going on. If you have comments like that, if this is how you feel about stuff, be patient, your time's coming. I've seen your lifetimes. I know how you all get there. You just got to be patient. Open your mind a little bit more. You might see what's really going on. You're terrified of something happening. If something actually happens during the eclipse, actively out there, headline-worthy stuff, stuff they can't deny and they can't hide, you'd shit yourself. If not that, then you would definitely piss your pants. You'd be horrified. You would run in fear. I'm sitting on the steps of a place that Jesus actually taught and preached against. But they don't care. It's a holy place people go to find any kind of trust or belief. They're terrified of another reality. You're terrified of this one. It's okay. You can all be scared together. Because in the end, no matter what, God's love will find you. And so will the truth. And the truth, my children, shall set you free. So, you should hope that some shit happens that they can't ignore, that they can't hide. You should pray that some shit does happen out in the open, and they don't hide anything anymore. You better fucking pray for that, because what they're doing behind closed doors is far worse than what Diddy did. You think Epstein's bad? He's a pawn. He ain't a knight or a bishop or a rook. He's a fucking pawn. He's not even one of the good ones you want to keep. He's one of those far off ones that you hope that your opponent fucking ignores. You can use as a threat now and again. That's it. You should be horrified of the shit that you can't see. The things you don't know about. You have no fucking idea what they're hiding from you. And I wouldn't be here on this timeline alive still if there wasn't a chance of you finding out. So I look forward to seeing you have your own freak out session. I'm not going to get to see it physically with my eyes while I manifest here, but when I kick the bucket, I'm going to find you and be like, so you did do that. Gotcha. Because we're all connected. I can see through your eyes just as easily as, well, probably a fuck ton easier than you can see through mine. That's a story I can tell. Personal experience after I gained enlightenment and after kicking the bucket. You wouldn't believe any of that, but my followers might, because it was fucking weird and it was really, really, really shocking. Like the shit scared me the fuck awake completely and I didn't go to sleep for hours. Shit was wild.